Hey everybody. What's going on, people? What's going on, Vasori and Riders? How you guys doing today on this amazing day today? Man, truth, open and honest truth. Baby, this video is all about self-worth and knowing who you are and accepting what you know that coincides with what your value is, right? Baby, I got a story for you. We got to talk and get all acclimated. But y'all, before I get started in this said video, let me introduce myself. Because y'all know I don't do nothing without introduction, because I got a lot of new followers. What's up? My name is Vasori. I am the owner and operator of a spiritual online Botanica called visionsbyvasori.com. Well, that's where the site is. I offer everything in the occult, from client works to candles to life coaching to tools for your trade, tools for your craft. Whatever you vibe on in the spiritual world, I'm possibly offer it. If I don't, reach out to me. If it's out of stock on my site, let me know. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to, I go in categories of things I need to order, reorder, or make by hand. I custom make exclusively my own, a lot of my own items, like my spell bags, my mojo bags, gree bags, candles, exclusive oils, and you know, a lot of things I offer that I have to make. And if you don't see it, or if you're interested in a certain thing, reach out to me in the shop. It's 704-284-9898. Okay, but let's first say, let me pull this up just a tad, y'all. First, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers, man. I am so grateful. Y'all, your girl hit 1,000 subscribers. What? Consistency is key. Value is key. How you talk and interact energetically through this social media platform is key. Y'all, I am so grateful. I am so honored. I am so blessed and highly favored, because you allowed me, my subscribers, you allowed me energetically into your life to teach you this thing called what we call alchemy. And I really appreciate it. Now I have that goal done. I reached my goal, 1,000 followers. I'm going to start going live more often. And also, once I hit a goal for me, I apply a new goal. So that's just how I roll. So my next goal is going to be 2,000. All right. So come on, subscribe, share, like, support your girl channel. It's greatly appreciated. Help me reach my goal. And this helps me put more content into this social media world. Because, you know, it is what it is. You feed me, I feed you, and we all are fed and full. Correct? All right. So, y'all, the moral of this video is all about knowing your worth. Knowing your worth. And it's a story time. Y'all already know I don't teach about nothing that I don't know about or I haven't experienced. And I've experienced this several times over. And I finally learned the lesson a couple of years ago when I quit my job making damn near $25 an hour, because it was no growth. And I knew that I was better than that. But let's talk about this shit here. Let's get into knowing your worth, be it with a job or be it with a person. Okay? Or be it with yourself. So I'm going to take my time with this video, and I'm going to take my time so I can get the message across. Cause this here, you got the, listen, I got my notes written out on my iPad already. And we're going to talk about this thing. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you require. First, this is going to encompass knowing your worth with people as well as with these fuck ass jobs, okay? A job or a person doesn't value you without you giving them something. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to coincide with both aspects. So if I say job, I mean people as well. Take that, eat from that, eat from that. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be highly spiritual in order to understand what I'm about to say. But if you are on your segue to becoming a better spiritual person or a better person, hands down, just a better person in general, this is a video you want to see. So, thank you, baby. All right. I got my coffee, y'all. The villains, the Disney villains, baby. Y'all see it? So, a lot of the information that I'm going to give you is going to be off the dome. A lot of this stuff I didn't write down. I wrote down key points to keep myself on track. But a lot of this stuff that I'm about to say is going to be from the spirit message and off of the head, okay? Makes sense? So, let me start off with the story. Let's start off with my story of relationship. My ex-husband, not my husband now. Y'all know that's my baby. That's the love of my life. He is my friend. Not him. I'm talking about my ex-husband. I stayed too long. And sometimes we stay too long. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I stayed way too long in that situation. Most people learn the lesson faster than I did. I followed my heart and not my head. And that's where we fuck up. When you know that that person has overstepped your boundaries several times over. Because sometimes, let's be honest, some of us are so dumb. We tell them, don't do this, don't do that. And when they do that said thing, there's no consequences, right? And that's where we lose ourselves. And that's where we teach them that they can do anything to us and we ain't gonna go nowhere. And I did that. Oh, yes. I stayed in that shit about 15 years. Bullshit. Cheating. And it's the cheating for me and the lying for me. That's my deal breaker, right? Or I thought it was. That was what I talked about. And what I was. You do this, I'm gonna leave your ass. I ain't do shit. Yep, stayed longer. And I stayed so long where he did it so much. It was like, oh, she ain't going nowhere until I went somewhere. You understand? But it took too long. That's one thing about time. We do not get this shit back. Time is of the essence in everything that we do. So you wasting time on a mofo that ain't putting no time back into you. That's a clash. That's a clash of energy. And that shit is never gonna work. Now, if you one of them type of persons or people that you can allow cheating and it don't bother you, then go on and flow on, baby. But me, I do not do the cheating, the lying, the not coming home. And that was my first husband's MO. Okay? I cried a many a days until I couldn't cry no more. And that's where we don't want to be. Who wants to be in a hurtful ass relationship that has no fucking substance and no nothing, and we crying, wasting time. Wasting time. Okay. I had done gained weight, like mad weight. I had just went to work, took care of my kids, came home, and thought about him 100% of the time while he was out and about doing his thing with whoever he did it with. Until I said enough is a motherfucking enough. But it took me too long to realize that, right? So that's why I teach that. I teach it. Stop allowing these sucker ass motherfuckers to do whatever they want to do to you in order for them, or in order for you to feel like you are loved. Love yourself. Love your motherfucking self. I don't fuck with nobody that you don't know which way the wind gonna blow. Come on, y'all. Come on. All right. That's just the gist to lead me up to why I say know your value, know your worth. When I figured out my value and my worth, I got rid of him. I got rid of the job that I was on for 15 years. Let's talk about that so you will know. If you have been following me for a while, in 2019 or 2020, I want to say it was 19, I was with the company for 15 years. Made good money. What? Top rep. Went on trips. Paid for. It wasn't enough. Especially after 15 years, I couldn't get a management job. I wasn't available to get my own store. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm not that type of person, but I felt like I was supposed to run my own store by this time. Like, y'all don't see my value. Y'all don't see I'm topping sales. And that is the thing that I learned. I was too good, so they kept me in my place. I was good at what I did, so they kept me in my fucking place. Selling. Not how I wanted to be for my own career. This is how they did me. I had two faults about myself. I was a woman and I was melanated. Okay? You cannot choose what I want to do in my life. All right. I quit that job. And it wasn't about the money. I had already raised my children, right? So it was just me. Now at this time I'm dating my husband now, right? And COVID happened. We went from the stores to transition to home, work from home type shit. And it was like, no. Actually, it was in this room right here. I had to take my spirit room and make it my office for work. Cool. I'm still making the same amount of money, but I was depressed, y'all. Baby, when I tell y'all, it was the highest anxiety I have ever had before in my life. Sometimes these work for home jobs, it's not for everybody. And it definitely wasn't for me. And I was like, even though COVID happened and they were paying me good, I was still getting the same pay, this and that. I still felt as though you sold me on a dream, because you told me when I left the store and I transitioned into the call center life or work from home life, that I was gonna become a call center supervisor. Do y'all think that happened? I'll wait. Let me see it. Cause this dude out here is killing me with that mower. I know they got to do their job, but baby, I like quiet when I am doing my videos. Hold, please. So, I'm going to look this up right quick while I'm waiting. So, when I transitioned again from selling in the stores, and when I say sell, I was a sales rep in a physical store, one of the top sales reps for this company, top 10%. And I'm talking about, this is a huge company that most of you guys probably would know about if I spoke its name, and was there for 15 years. And I would apply for management positions, denied. But then you turn around and see a young YT male in that position that just started the company, what, 2 years? Like, I've seen this so many times over. So many times. When I say not one time, not two, not three, not four, not five, like, they diligently did this shit. Women had no place as a manager. You had to, you was either a assistant manager, you was either a rep, you was either a cleaning person, that type of thing. But you don't see too many melanated women as managers of the store. So, hold please. Okay guys, I had to wait until that noise went away. So again, you never really seen too many of the melanated women, feminine energies, as store managers. Maybe an occasional assistant manager, but no. It was always YT women. It was always YT men. It was always black melanated men, but not too many women of color. Then again, I thought to myself, well, damn, if it's early on in your career, I get that. But 15 years, how the fuck much do I supposed to give you of myself? How much more? And he's back. But how much more? How much more? And I was giving them from inside of my cup, not from the overflow. And I didn't know that's what I was doing. I always was at work. If they call you in, hey kid, somebody called out, can you come in? I was always there. My kids was latchkey kids, where I had to go to work in order to take care of my boys. How much? How much do I have to show you I'm already invested? What else do you want? And to add insult to injury, after 15 years, I applied for a position, they denied it, and followed it up with Women of Wireless. Again, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but if you know, you know. So Women of Wireless was a class that you had to go to for a year, 12 months, and you're not guaranteed a role after the class. So I'm thinking to myself, that's what they sent me when they denied my application for this was several times I applied and didn't even get a fucking interview. How dare you? How dare you? So I'm thinking to myself, there's no strikes against me. I never got rolled up. I was always top 10% in the company. I always did what I was supposed to do. My name was known in the company. And you want me to go to a 12-month class in order to get, I guess, a teaching of what, though? I know the ins and outs of this business after 15 years. All I got to do is tailor my style to the rep. You know what I'm saying? But I deserved at least an assistant manager. When they did that to me, y'all, I knew that it was time to transition out of that bitch. Out of that bitch. I had had enough. I had had enough. So COVID didn't happen. Transition on. I went to the call center for a little bit. Then COVID hit. Then we went home. Right? So I'm home on the phones, and I hate that shit. All day, every day, 8 hours straight. Phones ringing off the hook. You got to answer. You got to be empathetic. You have a timer where they time you. Listen, bitch. What? Where they do that at? Where's they doing that at? So call center life is not for me. It's not for me. Them phones, I don't even like talk to regular people on my regular fucking phone. So I already know I'm just not a phone person. I never was, and I never will be, and I'm not ever gonna be in a phone bank type of fucking position. Never. Especially I got to sit on the phone all fucking day, right? Okay, cool, y'all. Every day I came into work, I would cry. And work as in this room or right here at this computer to log in to answer these calls for this company. And it was too much. I could not. Baby, I was losing my fucking mind. So I decided to leave after 15 years. Yeah. Making $25 an hour. Plus commission. Sorry, y'all. That was the man child calling me about a fuck ass job that he work at. Literally. And that's what we're talking about. Anyway, back to the story. So, call center vibe is not for me. Oh no. Them phones every day, not for me. I don't give a fuck if they happy or sad. It's just not for me. I don't care about your life. I don't want to talk on the phone every day. I don't want to hear no. That's not my vibe, baby. I'm a Libra. My scales got to stay balanced, and being on the phone 8 hours a day, I hate it. That's why you text me. Okay? So by this time, me and my husband got married. Okay? And my husband got a good job. Y'all, let's just be honest. I don't really have to fucking work if I don't want to. I work because I like to have extra for the things that I want. If I want a pocketbook, he pays the bills, but I just want to be able to do these things and do stuff for him as well and help out with certain things and this and that as a woman should. But I really don't have to do shit if I don't want to. I then started before I left that job. I got my LLC. I was already a spiritual badass. I was already that. I knew that this was my passion. I started talking to women. I started honing in on my craft. I started doing client works. I started life coaching. I started talking and things of that nature. Even at that job, women always pull me to the side for a listening ear and some guidance, right? So I knew that my calling and my passion was going to be this. And I knew and grew within my worth, y'all. fast forward on. Let's talk about it. Let's fast forward to the other day. All right, so y'all know I had surgery. I was working. I had transitioned from that company to another company, and when I figured out my worth, I don't deal with bullshit too long. So I went to another job. There was some bullshit, so I quit. I ain't playing no kind of games with my worth. I know who I am. I know what I provide. I know what I give, and I'm gonna get that back, right? So I quit that job. Then I had the surgery. Surgery happened. I was down for a little bit, still doing my business, which I got passion for. You know what I'm saying? So decided, okay, my business booming, Visions by Vasori doing this thing, people reaching out to me, people start seeing me, people following me, people even want me to contact them, contracted with certain things and certain works and this and that. So I know my business is viable and it's doing this thing. I then decided to, hey, I'm gonna get a job. So I started applying to jobs probably about a week or two ago. I got 3 or 4 interviews. This particular interview that I went on is the one that I wanted, right? I got a call back, y'all. I got the job, but I'm not going to take it. And let me tell you why. Sitting in the interview with the YT lady, she held a air about her that she was better than me. And I'm looking like her like, bitch, if only you knew. Number 1. Number 2, you want me to run your office. It's a management job, yes. 2 stores. But you want to pay a bitch $16 an hour? Know your worth. I came from a regular job making 25 damn near. And you want me to shuck and jive for $16 an hour? Now that might be a lot for certain people. But when you know what you do and you know what you got going on, that's pennies on the dollar, baby. Knowing your worth is a very personal thing. It's very personal. Very personal. And it really has nothing to do with anybody else but you. It's your internal measure of how you value yourself, regardless of what other people might think about you or what they might say about you. It's your value. It's a personal manifestation of your declaration of your beliefs. I believe that I'm a powerful being. I believe that I am a very, very highly educated. Not educated by book smarts. I got a college degree, yes I do. But I'm educated in life. And it's a powerful statement. And when you know your self-worth and your manifesto for your life, it can be your tool to keep it can keep you mindful of your actions on the road to success, baby. Y'all, know your worth. Knowing your worth is like an insurance policy for your mental well-being. And it affects every aspect of your life. Every aspect. Because low confidence, low self-worth makes us doubt our own abilities. It makes you doubt your abilities. Hence to why the past job, I was like, should I apply? Sometimes I wouldn't even apply because I doubted myself. I didn't know my worth. It prevented me from setting ambitious goals for myself and having the resolve to go after the things that I wanted to have. And this will lead up to a poor quality of life. You will never live that soft life not knowing your worth. And when you know your worth, you trust yourself. And the decisions you make, it will be like a power. It's a power to it. I can't explain it. You have to be in here in order to understand what I'm saying, y'all. Don't question yourself. Seize opportunities that cover your life. And $16 an hour doesn't even cover my life for what I've already learned and what I've been through. Do you understand what I'm saying to y'all? You got to know your worth so that people treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Be it people or jobs. You're not going to treat me like $16, bitch. What? Bitch, it's millionaire status right here. All day, every day. All day, every day. You understand? This is very important as well in personal relationships. But it also applies all the way in work settings or workplaces. Stop settling. Oh, stop settling. Here's the thing though. Self-worth is self-respect, which leads to self-esteem that becomes very stronger. And self-worth, it leads to all the things that you need in order to be a better person. Self-worth. When you have stronger self-worth and self-respect, it'll allow you to identify with these people who try to tear you down or knock you off your square. Because this higher confidence level helps you leave a bad partner. It helps you leave a bad job. Hello. It helps you not take a job that's bullshit and you already see it's going to be, it puts you in a place where this is not for me. Because you know you can do better. And I'm not knocking anybody for doing anything that, like $16 an hour for most people, that's a lot of money. But baby, for me, again, them peasant coins. A management position running 2 stores, $16, bitch, you got me all the way fucked up. And I got the job. I'm supposed to go tomorrow. I didn't accept the offer though. You got to pay what I weigh. And I weigh more than that. You got to know your worth to grow. And it's not a scapegoat for entitlement. Knowing your worth is not a definition for entitlement. It doesn't mean that you one day you decide you are perfect and you deserve so much more than what you already have. That's not the point at all. Not the point at all. If anything, it's an empowerment to self-growth. And as always, again, guys, you need to be honest with yourself. Make a realistic assessment of things, of who you are. And that includes areas that can be improved and worked on. Because we are constantly evolving. I'll go back. Bitch, I was making that when at my first job. What? College degree, $16. Bitch, that shit, that pressure don't match that pay. Big on it. That pressure don't match that pay, baby. What? Y'all. You always need to set the value you bring into the world. Your relationships, your workplace, your conversations, set the value. My value is very expensive, but you get quality shit from me. I walk in what? Grandeur. I'm very grandiose. And I'm not talking about physical things. I'm talking about me. I'm very grandiose. I'm very opulent. I lead with fucking excellence, baby. I set the value for my relationships. I set the value for my work. I set the value for my own business. I set the value for conversations, client works. I do consultations all the time. You get what you pay for with me. But what you're not going to do is get me 100% and you ain't going to pay me the value that I'm worth, baby. Nope. Now, sometimes, though, when chaos reigns in our lives, we can easily forget the strength we possess. You hear me? Oh, Spirit, speak. Spirit, speak. Spirit, speak. When chaos reigns in your life, you tend to forget the power and the strength that you possess. Oh, baby, that's a word. Let me, y'all know how I do it. Hold on. Hold, please. Honey, let me put that on. Hold on. Y'all about to see it. Hold on. Let me put that. You already know how I roll. When I speak something, I put it on my page. I need for somebody to hear that. Jesus. Y'all do not understand. It just touched me. That came from spirit. We easily forget the strengths that we have, that we possess, the power that we possess because of chaos in our lives. And everybody has that. I'm sorry, y'all. But baby, it speaks to my soul. Y'all don't know how much I fought to be, not to be seen, but to be valued. You put this sometimes. Oh, when chaos reigns, we tend to reigns in our lives. Can easily So sometimes when chaos reigns in our lives, we can easily forget the strengths and power we possess post. Oh! So, y'all gotta give me a minute. Spirit. When the man, let me back up, y'all. When the man called me for the interview, I went in the interview with the regular store manager. It was a guy, nice and sweet man. But he never talked about compensation. He said that he's going to send my information up to the general manager and she's going to talk about all of that. Because this man knew that if he would have told me that, about that pay, I probably wouldn't have went back to the second interview. So, okay, the next day I got the second interview. She critiqued She critiqued me. Yeah. Critiqued my shirt. I had on a nice blouse. Let me tell y'all. Her air was it's good to have an air about you that is positive. But the air about you that you think you are better than somebody, who is walking with anybody like that? Not I, says the cat. So I people watch. And I listen very well. And I read energy very well. That's my superpower. And I know what I'm going to mesh with, and I know what I'm not. So I'm sitting in the interview, but instead of her interviewing me for the position, she was talking about herself a lot, right? Cool. So I'm waiting. A couple questions she asked me. Then she asked me, "Are you ready?" And I'm looking at her like, and then what I said was, "I'm ready for what's ready for me." I stay ready, so I don't have to motherfucking get ready. But I'm ready for what's ready for me. You understand what I'm saying to you? What you mean? So then that was fuck up number 2. Let's talk about it. Then she said, I had on a nice light pink blouse, and it was short sleeve, but it had large sleeves to it, so it wasn't inappropriate for work. Had on a nice black skirt, some nice black wedge heels, and I had my nice purse, baby. And she said to me, "We usually don't wear that." Now, mind you, this woman had on a jean shirt with a blazer. I've never known anything jean to be in a professional setting, ma'am. So if you want to come at me and critique my attire, please believe, baby, you got on a jean shirt, ma'am, and that's inappropriate for business attire. Am I right? Don't play with me. So she says to me, and I quote, "Let me see your foot." She had me do my feet like that. She said, "Oh, those are fine. Those are okay." So I want to say, "Bitch, you tried it." I just looked at her like, "Ma'am," I stayed in character because I can get real the other way. I can get you right in your place. But I stayed professional because I knew right then in that moment, this is not for me. Fuck up number 3. She said, "Let's talk about compensation." Now, this is what the fuck I want to hear, because some people don't understand that the pressure has to match the pay. And I could have took that pressure for that pay. You understand? You got to pay me to take all that pressure. And she said, "It's $16 an hour." And she went so fast up, but I heard 16. I sat in a moment. Then she said something about 401k, but I ain't hear nothing but $16 an hour. Then she said something about medical and benefits. Baby, I'm on my husband's. I don't need that. I got his dental. I'm on his medical. I'm on all his insurances. So that I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about no 401k, because it's a savings for when you get older, and I can save my own motherfucking money. Y'all hear me? Let's go back to that $16, ma'am. And I'm sitting up there like this, because now I done closed off, because you done rubbed me the wrong way by your conversation. Your style of management is totally wrong. I guess because you are a general manager and you just, that's what you do. And I was saying to myself, I can't work for you, ma'am, because I cuss your soul out. This hoodoo broad right here, this heavy-handed conjurer, will get you all the way together. So you might want to leave that whirlwind alone and treat me like who are you? I run circles around you, ma'am. That's what I really want to say. But in the interim, I got the job. They sent me an offer letter. And the guy that interviewed me the day before, he called me, and he's so sweet. But I can't take that job. Not at $16. I know my worth. And I know the power that I possess. And in 2023, $16 an hour to manage 2 stores. Fuck you got me. What you on, crack? Fuck you on. What is you on? I am not doing that. My business now brings in more than that. My personal business. Y'all better step in this shit. Step into your calling. Know what you're worth. Know what you're going to allow. Know everything that you need to know. If they not talking right or paying you right, fuck that job. Now, I'm not telling y'all to quit y'all job, but I'm telling you to reassess that bitch. That's what I'm saying. You're not finna do me in the kind of way. And you ain't finna do me in the back door with no lube, bitch. I don't see no growth. If it ain't no growth in the where you are standing, relationship wise, job wise, if it's stagnant and there you can't see any growth past them trees, leave that shit where it be. I can't. I continue to do what I do now. And y'all, I be working hard in my own. Y'all work. If you get your own business, that's the hardest you're going to ever work because it's your baby. It's yours. And nobody can take that away from you. I work hard for my shit. I work hard to come on here and do these videos. I work hard to come to give my message. I work hard to get these orders out and maintain my business. It costs a lot as well, but it's hard work, but it's worth it. And you ain't finna play me to the left with no baby ass child's pay. Bitch, $16, I can work at McDonald's and make that. What? Better get the fuck out of here. Not I, says the cat. Now, that I got that over with and off my chest, we're going to talk about these books that gave me my life. And these are all my personal copies. This book right here is called Change Your Life by Changing Your Thoughts. This book right here, baby, I'll be teaching y'all from this book. It's small, but it is so powerful. It's a lot of stuff in here. Let me just read you an excerpt from this book. Let's talk about it. Let me find a good one. Here we go. I'm just going to read this one. A man may rise to high success in the world and even to altitudes in the spiritual realm, and again descend into weakness and wretchedness by allowing arrogant, selfish, and corrupt thoughts to take possession of him. Cherish your visions. Cherish your ideals. Cherish the music that stirs your heart, the beauty that forms in your mind, the loveliness that drapes your purest thoughts. For out of them will grow all delightful conditions, all heavenly environments. Of these, if you but remain true to them, your world will at last be built. What? You don't hear that power? Let me do one more for the people in the back. Here we go. Clean thoughts make clean habits. The so-called saint who does not wash his body is not a saint. He who has strengthened and purified his thoughts does not need to consider the malevolent microbe. If you would protect your body, guard your mind. If you would renew your body, beauty your mind. Thoughts of malice, envy, disappointment, despondency rob the body of its health and grace. A sour face does not come by chance. It is made by sour thoughts. Wrinkles that mar are drawn by folly, passion, and pride. This book right here, I keep this book in my vault. This is my book. I had ordered this to sell this book. And when I started reading it, it just became, I was like, oh my God. This book right here, I'm going to show you one more time. Change your life, change your thoughts. This book right here is real. Okay? Another book that I read to help me along my way, that made me a more powerful and to get out of that rut of not knowing who I was, this one, How to Heal Your Emotions. And this is to recover your peace of mind, heal your heart and your body. This book right here. This is my own personal copy, but let me just open it up. We find something like self-worth. Let's see. It gives you the contents in the back. Let's see. $30, not good enough. Not good enough. This can be a devastating feeling that prevents you from doing anything in life. There are causes which need professional help to resolve. As a first aid, ask yourself, number one, who has set the standard of what is good, but that I am measuring myself against? Realize that good and bad are as you see good and bad. Number two, are you trying to mold yourself according to someone else's standard of acceptability? Number three, when was the earliest time you did that? Because we will handle the feeling, for the feeling is yours. The judgment may not be. And it gives you the steps to heal yourself from not being good enough. This is the good thing about this book. It has feelings, fear of coming to experience, disappointments, death, depression, big one, crying, if you can't stop crying, blame, anger, afraid of anything, abandonment. This book will give you questions to ask yourself as well as ways to heal the problem. Okay? Last but not least, maybe this is my own copy because I got this in here. The Law of Attraction. I think I have this edition as well as I have another one over here somewhere, but this one here is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I'm just gonna open it up to a part. And y'all, my book, I know when my books, I tend to highlight things that resonate with me as well as I'll write in the books. And this one here, I wrote, Master the 3 Laws will change my life. Thoughts must become better. Find a way and study. That's what I wrote. And I put D. It says, it gives you the first, second, it gives you all the universal laws. And I'm gonna pick this book back up. I ended up right here. And it helps you a lot to read. And one thing I highlighted too, without exception, that which you give thought to is that which you begin to invite into your experience. You attracted all of it, no exceptions. I'm not attracting nothing low vibrational because I don't put that out. It's the law of attraction for a reason. I'm not attracted to that type of energy, and I don't allow it into my life. If you don't give it out, it's not going to come to you. I am not giving out my personal power, my personal self-worth, my personal time, and then get nothing back in return. No, that doesn't match, y'all. I'm big on saying that pressure does not match that pay. And if you're putting pressure in my life and it doesn't match the pay, currency, pay mentally, it doesn't match nothing that I'm looking forward to, we're not doing it. So, with that being said, I love y'all. Y'all, I put on my site a couple of new things. I've been had Not Your Mama life coaching. that was always in effect, but I did tweak it a little bit. I put it on the books as well. You can book me. A lot of people want to speak with me. Yes, right? I get it. But if you want like a lot of time with me, book some life coaching. When I tell y'all I fixed my life, I meant that. I ain't lying to you. I ain't fudging. I ain't telling you nothing that I'm not truly true about. I fixed my life, and I can help you fix yours. I tailor it to family relationships, to your personal relationships, to losing weight, to self-worth, to confidence, to whatever you need help with. I have it one time. You can do one time speaking with me. You can also do several weeks. You could do 3 months. You could do 1 month, which is 4 weeks. You could do a whole year. Book it. And what I do is, you will work. You gonna fix that shit. Are you worth fixing? Are you worth the money that you're gonna pay me? Is it worth that to you? Think about the money you put in food every fucking month. Think about how much you spend on that. Spend it on yourself. That's it. Right? Spend it on yourself. You're going to get assignments to do every week. And it's only available, the life coaching is only on Sundays, right? Between a certain time, you book your time every week. And you have to have your work done. I don't sugarcoat shit. Never will. Never have. But we're going to work on breaking it down. A good worker or a good life coach will break you down. Just like spirituality. And build you back up. And you'll be a whole new person. And that's what I do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Another thing that I just loaded to my site. Guys, if you live in the Charlotte area or surrounding areas, it's named the Spirit Room. And it's all about altar setup. If you are doing any type of work in the occult, you need a working altar. You have to have a working altar in your space. And this is how you fix your imbalances or your imperfections. You always have a working altar. If you could have one or you could have several. But in the Charlotte area, I will come out to your home. I'll cleanse the altar, bless the altar for you, and then erect it for you. I'll bring all the items you need. You don't have to do really anything. And I'll come out to you, do your altar for you. And when I leave, your altar will be ready. You understand what I'm saying? So that is something new that I came up with. It's very powerful working. I love altar work. I love to have an altar. I love to see people with their altars. I explain, you'll get a packet of how to keep your altar working, this and that, but it's 4 different kinds. I do 5 different kinds. I do the floor altars. You can do it hidden, unhidden, in the open, inside, outside, whatever you would like. But do the consultation. You get a 15-minute complimentary consultation so I can understand what you're trying to pull in and what intention you're trying to come up with in the altars. And I'll then send you an invoice in different style options to choose from. After I get that back, you will get an invoice, make your payment. I can order your items. And then once they come to me, I will then send you a booking link in order to book the time that I can come out and erect your altar, guys. And if it is further than a certain amount of travel, if you pay the fee, I'll come to you a little further. I ain't got nothing but time on my hands, y'all. And my time is valuable, but my time is also worth it. So check that out if you're in the Charlotte area, guys. I am doing something new, something new that nobody has ever done before in my area. And also, I'm willing to travel if you pay for it. I'm just saying, my travel time, you have to pay for my time. But guys, go check it out on the site, visionsbyvasori.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, support your girl channel. It's greatly appreciated. I hope this hit home for somebody. I hope this opened up somebody's mind to become self-aware of your worth and of your value. Because you worth more than that, sweetie. You're worth more than that. Make them pay for your power. Make them pay for your power. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to do another video a little later. Yeah, I see that you guys love saints and orishas and all of that, deities. And we're going to do some more. If you have a certain deity you want to learn about, put it in the comments. I'll do a lot of research and I'll come back and do a video for you. All right? Peace and blessings. Bye.